Speaking of signings, Locky Galvin, Bulldog, ends up at the Dogs. Next, we'll play.
We haven't spoken about this enough.
Well, you've been all over it.
Oh,
Chances are that he makes his Canterbury debut against Parramatta on the King's birthday, so there'll be 50,000 plus for that game. Is it at Stadium Australia? I'm assuming it is.
I can't remember.
If it's there, it'd be 50,000.
I think it is actually. Yeah, it is.
It'd be 50,000 plus there, so another bumper crowd for a Bulldogs game.
I think he's a great signing for them. I think I've said all season, I think their spines lacked star power, and he's got the potential to be an absolute superstar in this game. So you stick him in that spine. I'm not sure if he'll start straight away. I think he'll come off the bench initially. But he's going to add something to them. There's no doubt about that. And obviously, playing against Parramatta, it's very fitting because Parra thought they had him.
Yeah.
As late as Friday night, they thought they had a deal done with Locky Galvin in his camp for him to go there this year. And obviously over the weekend, the landscape changed. He went to the Bulldogs. So sort of fitting he's up against Parramatta. But I think he's a great signing for the Dogs.
That is at Accor Stadium with 50,000 people there. Does the Burton Galvin combination work?
I think they'll make it work. They're smart footballers, and Cam Sorrella's a really, really smart coach, so they'll find a way to make it work. Your concerns over it?
No, not really, because I think people are blinded by Locky Galvin's size, and because he's a big body, traditionally that's not a halfback, right?
Yeah.
But we know that one of the issues at the Tigers was how much he wanted his hands on the ball and how much he wanted to take control. Well, that's what a 7 does.
Yeah.
So I don't think from that point of view it's going because Matt Burton can't run the team, right? We've seen that. That's not his strength. His strength is when he's running and freed up to run and kick and that sort of stuff, right? So I think Locky can run aside, but lots of pressure, lots of expectation, and never before have we seen the team come in first. Halfback gets cut essentially in poor Toby Sexton, but there's a little bit to play out here. I think it's going to be all eyes on Locky Galvin on Monday week.
I think everyone talks about the thing with Locky Galvin's his footy IQ, Mick. Everyone you talk to about him say he's a footy head, got great footy IQ. So, if he's that smart, I'm sure he can pick up playing halfback. I don't think it'll be a problem for him. Might take a bit of time, though, to fit into that system, but by September, and they'll be in the finals, I would imagine, unless they collapse.
They'll be in the finals.
But they'll be in the finals. And by September, he should be hitting his straps, and they're going to be dangerous.
What does this mean for the Tigers, Reedy? They got Heath Mason playing in the halves this week. Don't think he's going to be their long-term solution there, but what do you make of the Galvin news from the Tigers' point of view?
Well, obviously Latu Fanu's been in the wings waiting for a while now. Mick, he's just had some injury problems, hammies and thumb injuries, and they've kept him out. I think he's out another week, and that's why obviously Mason gets first crack, but he's been earmarked for big things for a long time now. A bit of a teenage prodigy, so he seems like he's next in line, I'd imagine. But, there's obviously been rumours around Adam Reynolds, and I'm sure they're out in the marketplace scouring what's out there, but Fanu seems the obvious one.
Interesting, Adam Dewey in the halves this week. He's probably an option for him as well, but they've started with Heath, and I think, this is Jarome's time now, right, to step up and really guide this side and, take on, he wanted to carry the burden of being the main man, and he gets that opportunity now.
Yeah, I think at times this year he's shown he can be that man. I don't think he's been great this year. Jarome, I think he's been good without being great. But obviously the Galvin situation, he was in the centre of all that. Now the Galvin situation's removed, it frees him to just be the man, as you said. And he'll dictate where they finish this season.